Hello everybody and welcome to this new course, and in this course I will show you how to create this beautiful website from scratch. This is a basic website. It's going to be a community website, and where you can share posts, share videos, photos, etc. You can have friends, you can send messages, you can do a lot of things. And we are the best news in this course is that we are going to create a community website with Joomla. So this is the community website created with Joomla, as you can see. And we also will create a community website with WordPress. So you will learn two CMS in this course. You will learn Joomla and you will learn WordPress. So we will start with WordPress because it's the most easy. This is the community website with WordPress, where you have activities, a nice search form, a nice home page, groups, members. You can share your activities, you can share videos, and just like the other websites, okay? And you can have a lot of things in this website. You can comment, you can do everything like a community website. And what I want to tell you is that everything that you see here is created while recording the videos. I've done nothing behind the scenes, but it doesn't mean that I will do everything. So what I mean is that you can obtain even better websites with what I will show you. So I will show you the basics to do everything, but you will learn by yourself. I learn you to fish. Okay, so you can have a lot of fishes for yourself. But if I give you one fish, then it will be one fish. That's all. I prefer to learn you to fish, and this way you will learn how to do this, how to customize things, how to create a website for your needs. Okay, this is for Joomla and for WordPress also. Okay, this is a great website. What I want to tell you also is that I'm using some extensions and plugins and templates and themes for that. So for WordPress website, for this WordPress website, I've used a theme called SweetDate, okay, along with a buddypress plugin. So the buddypress plugin that allow you to have the community website is free for WordPress, but the theme SweetDate is a paid theme. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you have to use this theme. You can always search for free themes for buddypress, okay? And with the knowledge that I will give you, you can definitely create great looking websites just for free. For Joomla, I am using a paid template. This is called Socialize template. It's a paid one, and I'm also using a paid extension called jomsocial. But as always, there are extensions like Easy Social, like there are many community builder extensions. Those extensions are free, and there are also free templates to use with them, so you can create your community website for free, whether with Joomla or WordPress. So this is the introductory video. Thanks for watching me, and see you in the course. Hello everybody and welcome to this new video. So today I will show you how to register an account with Hostgator. You can choose, of course, any hosting provider that you want, like you can see here, GoDaddy, Bluehost. These are excellent web hostings providers. They are also excellent. Namecheap is an excellent choice for choosing a domain name, iPage, etc. I've chosen Hostgator because I find that Hostgator has the best options and the best deal to offer. So you just type in Hostgator, or you click in the link that I will provide in the video description below. So just click Hostgator, and here you can see that you have 3 plans for your hosting, for your web hosting: the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. So as you can see, each one has different options to to offer. This is one single domain. The domain is the name that you will choose for your website. For example, for hostgator.com, it will be, the domain name is hostgator.com, of course, and the domain is hostgator.com is the TLD that you will choose, of course. So the baby plan has unlimited domains. The business plan, which I made for my website, and of course I always choose a business plan because it's the best. You have unlimited domains, one-click installs that you have in all of them, unmetered bandwidth, unmetered for the disk space, free private SSL. This is for security. This is the best thing for security, and you have also a great bundle with every plan, like a free website builder if you don't know how to code, if you're new to web creating and web development. This is great. So it's gonna be easy, very easy to build a website. But in this tutorial we're not gonna be using this free website builder because we are going to use a CMS, either WordPress or Joomla. As you can see, unmetered disk space and bandwidth, easy to use, a control panel which is Cpanel. So this is Cpanel, which we will see in a few moments. So you have the Cpanel. So you choose the plan, for example the business plan. You click on buy now here, and you register your domain name. So either you choose a new domain. If you don't have one, you choose a new domain and you type in whatever, I don't know, of course not Facebook, because if you choose Facebook it's gonna tell you that this domain name is already taken. So you choose the one that is not already taken, and then you go to the TLD, which is this one. So you choose here the name of your website, the domain name, for example Facebook, and then you go to .com. If you choose .online, .site, as you can see Facebook is not available at all for .site, for .com, .club, .site, .net. Facebook isn't available. Let's try this at Sohba, which is my website. .com is unavailable, but .club, .site, .net, they are available. So this is as I said, this is just an experimentary website. This is just for the sake of this this course. I've chosen this domain name. It's been a while now, but I wanted to create this course a while now, but due to some problems that I had, let's say, I couldn't do it. So as you can see here, you choose the name. If I type in, I don't know, something like that, of course it will be invalid because I have this is not allowed. This character here is not allowed. So if I delete it, then they said, yeah, this is a valid domain name and it's available. Of course, who's gonna name his website like this? So you choose a hosting plan. You've already chosen the business, which you can always go back and choose baby or hatchling. The billing, you choose 36 months, or you pay just for 1 month and you pay each month. Paying each month is gonna be a lot of work, so I definitely recommend, if you have the money of course, to choose the highest that you can. You're gonna choose a username and the security pin. So the security pin, you must remember your security pin, because whenever you want to call Hostgator help, you want a live chat with Hostgator or anything with Hostgator, they're gonna ask you your security pin to prove that you are the owner of this domain name and not anybody else. So just remember the security pin. Then you're gonna enter your billing info, your email, first name, etc., and here we're gonna make the payment, whether with a credit card like MasterCard or Visa, or simply with PayPal with an email address. So I definitely recommend PayPal, but you can also do with credit card. PayPal is good to protect your privacy. So then you have some additional services if you want to protect your site from hackers, as they say, powered by SiteLog. So you can you check this box here if you want to get a professional email, like whatever you've chosen as domain name and whatever you want here. So it's gonna be whatever you want at your domain name. So this is gonna be $5 per month, billing monthly. I think this is too much. Generally I don't do this kind of stuff here, but it's if you do it, it's gonna be more professional. If you have a brand and you want to make yourself professional, just go with it. Okay, protecting your site is absolutely a good thing to do, and it's very cheap. As you can see, it's $1.67 and it's billed annually. It's only $20 per year, so this is a good deal. And if you want to back up your hard work, so it's gonna be $2 per month. You have here the option to choose a coupon code. Coupon code will decrease the amount the total amount. So if I delete this one and make validate, as you can see here, the amount is 600, which is huge. But if you have a good coupon code, you can find coupon codes in websites that are specialists in coupon codes. And if I validate now, it's gonna be only 485. So this is good coupons. And then you go with your website, you check now. I didn't enter all the billing info and all the informations needed, so I can't click on checkout now, but you can if you entered already everything here. So after that, they will give you as you can see, Hostgator, just when I took away my mouse here, they knew that I was going to another thing, so they give me this pop-up here, which I don't need. So once you register with them, they're gonna give you a Cpanel address, and with a Cpanel username, also a Cpanel password, so you can change them here by clicking on this username and go to password and security. And here in password and security, you're gonna write the old password, then the new password is gonna show you how strong is your new password, and you definitely want to make a stronger password, of course. Then where all the magic happens is in the file manager. So we're done with the web hosting, we're done with the security, password, and the username. You can't change the username, by the way. The username can't be changed, at least that's what I know. So let's get out of here, and this is the Cpanel. As you can see, we have the website builder if you want to build your website the easy way. This is the build a new WordPress site. They offer you the option to install WordPress automatically for you, but that's not what we want to do. We want to install it from scratch and make all the work by ourselves. So email accounts, email forwarders, subdomain, this is a lot of things to cover, and maybe in a later video or a later course, but I don't think I'm gonna cover this in this video. So what's we interesting in is the file manager. So click on the file manager, it will open a new tab here, and as you can see here, folders and files here. So the file that you have to enter in is the public HTML. So in general they call it public HTML. So you double click on it, and here is my website. So my website is entirely built in this folder. So thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Hello everybody, and welcome to this new tutorial. and in today's lesson I will be showing you how to download Joomla and WordPress. So let's start with Joomla. So just type in joomla.org. So this is the website of Joomla, and here you find a link to download. So click on download here, and as you can see, it's gonna ask you to download the Joomla 3.8.1. It may be different for you because at the moment when I'm downloading this Joomla CMS, the latest version is this one, 3.8.1, and you can choose the language that you want, or maybe you want to upgrade packages. In our case, we're gonna choose download Joomla. As you can see, download Joomla, it's 100% free. So I'm gonna download it. Let's go right now to wordpress.org. wordpress.org, and remember it's .org, not .com, because wordpress.com, they're gonna host everything for you. All you need to do is to buy the domain name, but wordpress.org is gonna host everything by yourself. You will need a Hostgator account and everything by yourself. So this is wordpress.org, and the same thing, you're gonna search for the link to download WordPress. So click download WordPress, and here you will find this download WordPress. At the moment, the latest version is 4.8 or 4.2. So you click download WordPress, and the magic happens. So it's gonna download WordPress for you. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to install them in your server. So see you in the next video. Thank you for watching me. Hello everybody, and welcome to this new video. So in today's video I will be showing you how to install WordPress on your local machine. So instead of installing it on a live server like we have seen in the video before, like Hostgator and 101 and one-on-one and GoDaddy. So that's what we're going to see in the next videos. But let's start with the local server. So if you want to try WordPress on your computer or your personal computer, and then if you're satisfied with it, then you can go and buy a hosting provider and install it on your server. So to do this, to install WordPress on your local machine, on your personal computer, you need to emulate your computer as if it is a server. And in order to do that, you need to install a software called Wampserver. This is very good software. So you go to wampserver.com/en for the English version. There's the French version, of course, and you click on start using Wampserver. You choose whether 64-bit or 32 bits. My computer is 64-bit, so I click here, and then I go to download directly. I've already downloaded it, so you click on download here. I've already downloaded the Wampserver, so I will run it. You're gonna wait for a few seconds and then it will launch the download for you. So I'm gonna cancel this because I already have it. So this is Wampserver. Click yes. You choose your language, English, okay. I think you know how to do the few steps that are coming. So I've already installed WAMP, and I uninstalled it, so it keeps some folders like CWAMP64. So I'm gonna choose to install in this folder anyway. Yes. next, install, and it's gonna take some time to install it. It's gonna take some time to install Wampserver. I will post the video and see you after the installation. At the end of the installation, it will prompt you with this box here, telling you that IE Explorer or Internet Explorer will be used as a browser by Wampserver. Do you want to choose another browser installed on your system? So I'm gonna definitely choose yes. I hate Internet Explorer, to be honest with you, and I'm going to search for Google Chrome. I'm gonna choose Chrome application. This is my choice. You can choose anything you want, and it's gonna also tell you that Notepad will be used as text editor by Wampserver. Do you want to choose another? So I'm gonna tell yes. I will choose Notepad plus plus. Where is it? This is Notepad. I'm gonna choose Notepad plus plus. These are my choices. You can choose everything or anything that you want, of course. So now that the installation is finished, you click next and finish, and you need to run Wampserver, so launch it. Okay, and as you can see here, it is red. When you launch it, it is red, then orange, and it will become green. So when it's green, then you are green, you can go and use it. So first things first, we need to copy WordPress that we downloaded before from wordpress.org. So we're gonna copy this, and we will go to computer, C, and search for WAMP. Inside the C drive, you search for WAMP64 or WAMP, and here you have a lot of folders, as you can see, and files. So you search for the www, and this is where we will copy or paste our WordPress zip. So we paste it here and we extract it. So extract here. So now we have a folder called WordPress that we extracted from the file that we downloaded from wordpress.org. Remember that name, because you need this name. You need to remember this name. You can call it whatever you want, but just remember this name. So in order to install WordPress on your local machine with WAMP, we are going to create a database. So go ahead and type in localhost /phpMyAdmin. And here we are at the phpMyAdmin login page. So the login will be root. Okay, and the password, leave it blank. So root as a username and password blank. Go. And here we have the phpMyAdmin interface. Now we want to create a new database for our WordPress to install it. So click on new here, and you give the name that you want to your database. Just remember the name again. So I'm gonna call it, to make it simple, I'm gonna call it WordPress. So then click on create. That's it. Now we have a database called WordPress. As you can see, it's empty now, but once we install WordPress on it, it will be full. So let's now go to localhost /WordPress. I've typed WordPress because my folder here inside the www folder is called WordPress. So if you named this folder anything else, you will type localhost / anything else, whatever you've typed, and click enter. And here we are ready to install WordPress on our computer. So first things first, you choose the language that you want to install. So I'm gonna choose English and click on continue. Then it's gonna tell you that you need a database name. That's what we created just in a few moments. We called it, the name was WordPress, if you remember. A database username, database password, a database. These are the things that you will need. Let's go. So the database name is WordPress. If you remember, I've just called it WordPress. So if you called it anything else, right here, anything else. Username. The username is gonna be root, if you remember. And the password is going to be blank. The database host will be localhost. And the table prefix is by default for WordPress is WP_, so you can call it whatever you want. And it's preferable to change it in a live server. In real world examples, you want to change this because hackers by default will try with WordPress_ because it's the default table prefix, so it's good to change it. So now you click on submit, and as you can see here, run the install. So click on run the install, and just in a few moments you have to enter your site title. Let's call it a test site. A username, so the username that you will log in with, you call it whatever. I will call it test. A password, a password for that username that you will log into your backend. This username and password will be used to log into the backend of WordPress. So the backend is the section where you will manage your website. So it's like behind the scenes. Okay, so password, I'm gonna choose test2. This is a very weak password, so I'm gonna confirm the use of weak passwords. So test, I definitely recommend using a strong password if you are on a live server with a real website, because stronger the password is, the difficult for hackers will be to get into your website. So choose your email. I'm gonna choose test@gmail.com as example, and search engine visibility. Don't check this box because you definitely want search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo to look at your website and give information about it when people search for it. Okay, so as simple as it is, a site title, a username and password to log in. If you choose a weak password, which I definitely not recommend, you have to confirm the use of weak password and click on install WordPress. So WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. So this is your username and a password. So now I'm gonna click login. I'm gonna enter my username, which is test, and the password, which is also test. And you can choose whether this computer will remember you or not. So login, and this is the backend of the WordPress. So this is where all the magic happens. This is where you're going to manage your website. As you can see here, we have updates, posts, media, pages, comments, appearance, plugins, users, tools, settings, and if you want to collapse the menu or leave it as it is. Okay, so as you can see, each one of these has also some sub menus. Like under appearance we have themes, customize, widgets. We will see the most important of these ones, maybe all of them. So for right now, let's see updates, if there is any updates. So Akismet anti-spam, this is a plugin. As you can see here, we are under plugins. the WordPress updates. Whenever WordPress will release a new version, you will find it here. So at this point we are at 4.8.2. okay, and you can, whenever it's will release new updates, you will have here updates to the latest version of WordPress, and here you will see plugins and here themes. So if we go to plugins, we'll see that we have two plugins installed, like Akismet and Hello Dolly. These two plugins come installed by default with WordPress. I don't need them. I can update here by clicking on this button here, but I don't need these two plugins. So I'm gonna select both of them. I can choose this to delete just this one, or edit it, or activate it, because they are not activated, as you can see. But I'm gonna choose both of them. I'm going to then go to bulk action and choose delete. Then click apply. Okay, and both of them are deleted. So this is the first method to delete plugins. If you want to add new plugins, you can go here under plugins, add new, and it will take you to the wordpress.org plugins directory. As you can see here, we have a lot of plugins here, and to run the community website, we need this plugin here called buddypress. This is a very known plugin for WordPress users. Okay, so we're gonna install it. So just here, click on install now. So it's gonna download this plugin. While it's downloading, I'm gonna show you another way to install plugins, is to go directly to wordpress.org, and inside of wordpress.org you go to plugins, and you can search plugins by name or whatever, and you can see here, see all the plugins. This is the featured plugins, this is the popular plugins, as you can see, and this is the plugins that are in beta version. Definitely not recommend beta versions. Okay, so you can browse, you can click on see all plugins, and this is all the featured plugins, excuse me. So you can browse the plugins that are available on this website, and if you like one, you have a short description here. buddypress is a forum software made the WordPress way, excuse me. So I'm gonna install this buddypress also plugin. So I'm gonna here buddypress, and I'm gonna download this. So here you have the description, the full description, some screenshots, etc. Okay, as you can see, you have here the development, the support, the installation, the reviews, etc. The latest version, the latest updates. Definitely check the latest updates. Okay, it's been 4 weeks ago that buddypress has been updated. 4 weeks is good, 6 months is good, but 1 year, 2 years, I definitely recommend not to use plugins that are not updated, because the hackers will find some ways to hack into your website with plugins that are outdated. So once you are good, or you want this plugin, you go and click on download. So okay, download it. I already downloaded this one. Let's re-download. Installation failed, internal server error, update failed. I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna refresh my page. At the meantime, I'm going to the file where we downloaded buddypress. This is the plugin that we just downloaded. I'm gonna copy it, or even cut it, and go to the www folder. You go inside WordPress. As you can see here, we have some files and 3 folders: WordPress admin, WordPress content, and includes. We are interested in WordPress content most of the time, so go to WordPress content, and here you have plugins and themes. The one that we just downloaded is a plugin, so we will go to plugins. I'm gonna paste this one here, and I'm gonna extract it here. Extract here. So I no longer need this zip file, so I can delete it. So we have this buddypress here. I'm gonna choose install. I don't know why it didn't install on the last time. So now if we go to install plugins, you will see buddypress because we just copied buddypress inside our directory of plugins. So it will search for this folder, and if it will find any plugin, it will show it here. So I need to activate it. Click on activate, and this is welcome to buddypress 2.5.14. Let's go back to plugins. It's still installing. So if we go to plugins, install plugins, we have buddypress, and it has this blue mark here. That's telling that it's activated, and if it is blue, it is updated to the latest version. If it's red, then it is outdated and you need to update it to the latest version. Okay, so it's gonna be installing, and once it's installed, you click on activate here, or you go to the install plugins, and again you choose activate. It will show you buddypress here, and you click on activate. So this is how we install WordPress inside your personal computer. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Hello everybody, and welcome to this new video, and in today's lesson I will show you how to install Joomla inside your local host or your local machine or your personal machine, wherever you want to call it. So in the previous video we saw how to install WordPress, and we saw also how to install some plugins, and now let's see for Joomla. So just like WordPress, we need to create a database and we give it a name. So we go to php my admin, so localhost slash localhost slash php my admin. And okay, with php my admin, you write your username, which is root. The password is leave it blank. Okay, and new database, we give it a name. This is gonna be Joomla, and click on create. So now we have a Joomla database. As you can see, this database here is empty. If we take a look at the WordPress database, it's not empty because we installed WordPress on it, and this is the table prefix that we saw previously. It's the WP underscore. So if you changed it to whatever you've changed, so it's gonna be whatever you've changed, and this names here. Okay, as you can see here, we have 21 tables, but for Joomla is still empty. So we need to copy the Joomla zip file that we've downloaded from the Joomla website and paste it. Okay, so I'm gonna copy it and paste it inside the www folder. If you remember, it's on the C drive, WAMP or WAMP64 and www. So, but this time we're gonna create a folder for it, not just like WordPress, where we copy it here and we extract it and we have this folder already here called WordPress. Now I'm gonna create a new folder and I'm gonna call it Joomla. Call it whatever you want, and inside of Joomla I'm gonna paste the zip file here, because when I will extract it, it will extract all the files and not just one folder, as you can see here. So you don't want to have a mess, of course. Okay, wait for the extraction. Come on, dude. Okay, once it's extracted, we delete the zip file. We no longer needed it. And here, as with WordPress, if you remember, it's localhost WordPress. With Joomla, it's gonna be localhost and Joomla, because we called the folder Joomla, if you remember. So this is the installation interface of Joomla. As you can see here, it's in French. I'm gonna change the language to English. United States. So the main configuration, the site name you write whatever. It's gonna be a test site. The description, it's gonna be, this is a Joomla website. And the site offline, if you are just creating your website and you don't want your site to be available until you finish it, then you can check this one here to make it yes. So the site will whenever a user enters the address of your website, it will show a message that the site is under construction, and it will have he will have to wait a moment or a few days or a few months, or you can even customize this message with some plugins or extensions. So in our case, we don't want this. We want our site live from the beginning. You enter an email address. I'm just gonna enter test@gmail.com. A username, it's gonna be again test. A password, test if it accepts weak password, and again test to confirm my password. Click on next. Choose the database type. You can stick with MySQL. MySQL, I'm gonna choose MySQL. The host name is gonna be a localhost. The username, the password. So again, root and blank. The database name, it's Joomla. And the table prefix, so this is not like WordPress. If you remember, the table prefix for WordPress is WP underscore, but for Joomla it's gonna be different each time. So if it's gonna be a different table prefix for you than for me, so you can call it whatever you want. I'm just gonna stick with this one. Okay, so if you have the old database process, what want you to do with the old database, if you want to back it up or to remove it. So I don't have this and I don't care about it, so I'm just gonna click next. Error, could not connect to the database. Could not connect to my SQL. Why? The username is root. Sorry, I didn't write the correct username, so it's gonna ROOT. Root, the password blank, the database name is Joomla, and next. So here the finalization. So install sample data. If you want to install some sample data, sometimes you buy a theme and it has also sample data with it. So I'm just gonna stick with a blank website. Okay, overview, email configuration. Okay, this is the email that we entered, and this is the overview of our server, which is created by Wampserver. Okay, so this is everything is okay, and we click on install, and it's installing Joomla. So now the installation is finished, and as you can see, congratulations, Joomla is now installed on your local computer, unfortunately. So we have some extra steps if you want to install languages. I don't know if you want to. So you can definitely go with it. Don't be afraid if you want to. An important step is once you finished installing Joomla, as you can see here inside our Joomla folder in the www, we have an installation folder. We no longer need this folder here, so you can delete it manually, or you can make your life easier and click remove installation folder. So installation folder successfully removed. If you check in here, there is no more installation folder here, no longer needed. And from there you can go to the website, which is blank. As you can see, we have just some simple things here: the name of our website, the page that we are actually visiting, which is home, and as you can see, some simple login form and the menu here. This is a blank website. So, or you can go to the administrator interface or the backend. So this is the front end. This is what the users will see whenever they enter your web address. For in our case, it's a localhost Joomla. And if you go to administrator, then you will have to enter your username and the password, of course. So username is gonna be test, and the password test also. So login, click on login, and here we are in the Joomla backend. This is amazing. This is where all the magic happens for Joomla, just like WordPress. This is where all the magic happens for WordPress, and this is where all the magic happens for Joomla. Congratulations, you guys now know how to install two of the most used CMS in the world, WordPress, and you even know how to install plugins. And you even know how to install plugins in two ways: manually by downloading them from the wordpress.org directory, or click on add now and you install them live on the internet. So this is the backend of Joomla. As you can see here, this is slightly different from WordPress. WordPress menus are on the left sidebar here, as you can see, but in Joomla we have the menus are on the top of the interface. So here we have the help, extensions, components, content, menus, users, and system. Extensions are what WordPress call them plugins. So you install extensions just like you install plugins. So you can manage them, install, update, manage, etc. So for example, if you want to install Joomla extensions, you go here. If you downloaded any extension that you paid for, or anything else that you downloaded an extension, you can drag and drop here. As you can see, you can install from a folder, because in the Joomla directory, if you go here, we have a folder called TMP. You can place your plugins here and install them from here whenever you visit this URL. Okay, you can see this is the address for the folder, or you can install from a URL. I often use on a live web server, I often use this method here, install from a folder. So I copy, just like in WordPress, I copy my extensions, I copy them in this folder, temporary folder, and install them. Once I install the plugins, I come back here and delete the plugins. So this is the extensions, this is the system. So you go to control panel, and this is the control panel. As you can see here, you can create a new article. You can see all the articles, categories, media, menus, etc. Inside of system also you can see, check the global configuration, and this is a very important thing to do, global configuration. Okay, so you can change the site of the name of your website, whether you want to make your site offline or online. A lot of details here, the default editor. Okay, some metadata settings, like the description of your website, the keywords, etc. There's a lot of information out here. Okay, You can go to the system and choose the help server. A lot of settings I will show you, or I will let them to you to check by yourself. Okay, I just show you some examples. So this is the end of our video. Thanks for watching this video and see you in the next one. Hello everybody and welcome to this new video. So in today's video I will show you how to install both WordPress and Joomla, but in your live server. So not your personal computer, but the hosting provider that you've chosen. So in order to do that, you need to log in to your hosting provider, to your cPanel. So most hosting providers will give you a cPanel interface. So that's what I'm using, that's what I know how to use. So you go to your cPanel, you log in with your credentials, and this is the cPanel interface, as you can see here. So you need to search for the file manager. Okay, you can look for it in the popular links, or you can search for it in files. So this is the file manager. Okay, so you click on it, it will open a new tab, and here you have a lot of folders. As you can see, your folders may be different from mine, that's fine. So you need to look for the public HTML. So the public HTML is the equivalent of the www folder. So when you want to install WordPress, we copied WordPress and pasted in the www folder for our local host, and for a live server it will be, for a live server it will be the public HTML or public underscore HTML. So double click it, it should be empty for you. And okay, this is not empty for me, there are plenty of folders and files, because I've already installed my website, if you remember, on my live server. For you guys, I'm gonna create a subdomain. So my domain name is Desat Sahba, as you can see. So this is my website. Subdomains are extensions or parts of your domain. So if I go to love, which is a subdomain that I created also for WordPress, this is a Joomla website, and when I wanted to create a WordPress website, I've created a subdomain, I called it love, and I installed WordPress on it. So if I click on love, as you can see now, it's desatsahba/love, or you can also type love.desatsahba.com. That's a subdomain. So whatever, I will go to cPanel again, interface, not the file manager, but the cPanel, and I will look for subdomains. So you click on subdomains, and I'm gonna create a subdomain. Let's call it Joomla, for example. This is gonna be for Joomla. Let's make it in lowercase. Okay, and the document root will be filled automatically, so I'm gonna change this to, as you can see, it's gonna be the root, and then I want it to be in the public HTML, so it's gonna be public HTML. Let's copy this, paste, make a slash, and public HTML. Then I'm gonna call this folder Joomla. Okay, this is for Joomla, so let's create one for Joomla. It's gonna take some seconds, few seconds. It's successfully created. And add another subdomain. Let's call it WordPress. It's gonna be for WordPress, and the same thing here. I'm gonna change the document root to public HTML/WordPress. Okay, let's create it. Again, it's gonna take some seconds here, few seconds. It's a success. And if I go and reload my public HTML folder, I will have now a Joomla folder, it's an empty folder, and a WordPress folder also. Same thing, it's an empty folder. So in order to install WordPress and Joomla, what I will do is I will upload to this folder. So I click here on upload in your file manager. You find here, you go to the folder where you want to copy your WordPress website, and you click on upload, and I'm gonna go to my WordPress zip file, and I'm gonna drag and drop here, and it will automatically upload it for me. Same thing, I will go to Joomla, and I will upload my Joomla zip here. So I'm gonna click on upload and search for Joomla, and I'm gonna drag and drop here. So I'm gonna pause the video a few moments, give it the time to upload these two files. So now the upload has finished, and as you can see, it's for the Joomla and for the WordPress. If we refresh or reload our file manager here, we will see this Joomla zip. So right click on it and click on extract, extract. Close. And I'm gonna delete this. You can skip the trash. If I reload, we have this administrator, etc. I'm gonna up one level and go to WordPress. Do the same thing. Extract. And delete. Skip the and confirm, reload. And we have WordPress here. So, for WordPress, what I will do right now, because I have created a subdomain called WordPress, so I don't want to enter desert.com/WordPress/WordPress. So I will enter here. So I'm gonna select all the folders, click on the first folder, scroll all the way down, and maintain the shift button on your keyboard and click on the last folder here, or the last file, and make a move. So right click and click move. So I want to extract to move them from to the folder before, so I'm gonna delete this WordPress and the slash here and click on move files. Now I have this empty folder, and if I go up one level, I have all the WordPress files in here. I'm gonna delete this empty folder here. I no longer need it. And this is it. So if you remember, in order to install WordPress or Joomla, we need to have a database name with a database username and password and a lot of things, if you remember. So we need to create these databases. We used to use localhost/phpMyAdmin to install it, or to create a database inside of our computer with Wampserver. But in a live server, this is going to be slightly different. So we go to our Cpanel, and you're gonna search for where is it? For my SQL databases. Okay. So click on my SQL databases. I'm gonna open it in a new tab. I like always to have my Cpanel at the first tab here. So whatever I need it, I go and right click and click on new, open a new tab. So here is my SQL databases. I'm gonna create a new database. So here you have the prefix for your database, which is gonna be your username for the Cpanel, and then the database will be whatever you want. So I'm gonna call Joomla for a Joomla database and create database. So a database with this name has been created. So I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add a new user or add user to this database. So click on go. Just in my SQL database, scroll down all the way down, search for add user to database. So if you don't have a user, you can create a user here. As you can see, add a new user. This is what you will do. So this is the username for the user, the password, you're gonna give it a password. You confirm the password and you will it will verify the strength of this password. Okay, so once you create the user, you're gonna assign this user to the database that you created. Okay, so let's create a new user. So test again, and password is test 1 2 3. Okay, and it's gonna be a secret. So again, test. Okay, so this is a strong password, and I'm gonna click on create user, go back again, and I'm gonna assign this user to the database Joomla that we've just created. So scroll all the way down and add user to database. So this is the user that we created, test, and I'm gonna assign it to this database Joomla. Okay, click add. So once you click add, you have to manage the user privileges. Okay, so what can this user do to this database? I'm gonna say all the privileges. Okay, just check all the privileges and click on make changes. Again, go back. I'm gonna create a new database for WordPress. This time it's gonna be WordPress in lowercase. I prefer WordPress, and I'm gonna create database. Go back, scroll all the way down, and add user to database. So select the user again. It can be the same user. Okay, and database WordPress, and click on add. Again, you have to manage the privileges, and again check this mark here, this box, all privileges, and make changes. That's it. So now that we created the databases and the users that will handle these databases, we can go to our website. So subdomains are success, MySQL databases are success. So now I'm gonna enter my domain name, which is this bar, and make slash Joomla. So it's gonna search for a Joomla folder inside my inside my public HTML folder. Okay, so Joomla, and as you can see here, we can install Joomla as the same way as we did in the localhost. So I'm gonna choose English for that. English, United States. Main configuration, so the site name is gonna be test. Description, the email is gonna be test Gmail. You can give it the name whatever you want. I don't know, it's gonna be again test. All I know to do is test, and a password. Next. Then here is gonna be the databases or the database credentials. So the username that you gave to the database is gonna be the username test, the password that we created earlier, and the database name was Joomla. The table prefix, as I said, you can change it. Joomla make it different each time that you install Joomla. The old database process, you can back up, you can remove. Okay, next. So you can continue with the same things as in your local host. Okay, so as always, delete or remove the installation folder, and you go to the admin here with the credentials. You log in, and I don't like this. This is your Joomla website or Joomla backend inside your live server with your domain name. Okay, so I don't think it's a good idea to install WordPress again. This is gonna be a waste of time. So you can install it by yourself. You click on, you make this at the whatever your host domain name is, and /WordPress, and you go with the installation steps one after one, step by step, and you will install your WordPress files inside of it. So thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Hello everybody, and welcome to this new video. So in today's video I want to talk about a problem that may face some of you when installing WordPress. So I have a friend of mine that is following my course here. This course, especially when I am creating it, I'm creating these videos and I'm passing these videos to my friend so he can watch it. And as he watched my latest video, he said that he faced a problem installing WordPress. He got also an account with Hostgator. So he said that he has a 43 forbidden error when he goes to install WordPress on a live server. So I don't know where there are some problems due to WordPress file permissions or plugins, but I've told him to try to change file permissions, and because when installing, this is the most common issue when installing WordPress, it's gonna be with file permissions, but it didn't work for him. So I had to figure a solution for him, and maybe for you who are watching this course. So I will show you how to install WordPress inside of with your cPanel without downloading WordPress in fact. So as you can see, I've installed mine. This is that's about.com/WordPress, and I'm in my admin area. So to install WordPress with your cPanel, here you can look in your popular links. As you can see, you will find a link to build a new WordPress site, or you can scroll down all the way to softwares, I think. Yeah, software, and you go to quick install. So quick install, or on the popular links, build a new WordPress site. So on quick install, you can see you have a website builder, you have WordPress, you have a one-click installs, you have themes. This may change from web hosting to another web hosting provider. You can see plugins, as you can see here. So let's just stick with the WordPress install. This is the link for the build a new WordPress site. So as you can see here, the version is 4.8.1. The latest is 0.2 here, but it's not a problem, not a big deal. You can always update after the installation. So you choose your domain. I'm gonna choose wordpress.com. This is the subdomain that I've created for it. Directory, leave it blank here, so it's gonna install under /. Then it's gonna automatically go to public HTML WordPress. So whatever, if you type in here public HTML/WordPress, then it will create another public HTML, another WordPress directory for you. So leave it blank here and click on next, and then you have to enter your blog title. This is my blog title. This is test. I've called it test. And an admin user, of course I've called it test 2. You're gonna give him a first name, a last name, and then the admin email. So you write the information here. It's gonna automatically create a new database for this installation. So even if you don't, if you didn't create a database, that's not a problem. So this quick install will create a new database automatically for this installation. So you go to you check this term and service agreement, and if you fill everything here, it's gonna click on install. It's gonna say install. So test gmail.com, and as you can see now I can click on install. So once you do this, I'm not gonna do this because I already have my WordPress installed on this domain, so I won't change this. So once you click on install, it's gonna install WordPress, and it's gonna prompt you at the end if you want to go to login or to, I already remember. So sometimes when you click on login, it will show you an error, another error. It's gonna say you can't access this page or something like that. So what you have to do is to go to /WordPress, not wordpress.desatshaba.com or whatever you got your name here. So you make your domain name /WordPress, okay, /WordPress admin, or just leave it to WordPress. And if it prompts you with an error, then you go to your again to your file here, to your file manager, and the WordPress. So you go from home, you go to public HTML, to WordPress. So this got to be installed in your case by the installer here. And here you will find a file called WordPress config. Where is it? WordPress config.php. So if you ever face a problem when you go to this location here, you delete this WordPress config.php. Okay, you delete it, and then you refresh your page here. So your domain name /WordPress, you refresh it. And when you do this, it's gonna ask you to reinstall WordPress. So you will go with the installation process from the beginning. So you choose the language, and then you enter the database name, the database username, the password, and everything that I've showed you how to do. Okay, so this is a video for you guys who face problems installing WordPress with Hostgator or any hosting provider. So thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Hello everybody, and welcome to this new video. So in this one I will continue with menus, and today we are going to see the jomsocial menu here. So let's say that you want to modify this menu. You don't want, for example, photos to be displayed here, but just here, I don't know, you want to make some modifications. You want to change the name of the profile here, you want to change, don't want to see members, but I don't know, like fans for example. So you go to menus, of course, and here we have the jomsocial toolbar. So you click on jomsocial toolbar, and you have your menus available for you. So for example, as you can see, the profile, and under profile, if you see with me here, just before profile, there is no dashes here, there's no minus or dash here. but in this menu here, like change profile pictures, there's dashes, 2 dashes. In fact, this dash, it means that change profile is under profile. So whenever I hover to profile, then change profile is under it. Members is another one, and I have under members all members and advanced search. So for example, if I scroll down a little bit, members here, no dashes, and under it there's all members and advanced search. And you can unpublish, for example, this one, you can unpublish profile by clicking on this button, or you can check them and go to unpublish or even publish. Okay, and if I refresh now my page, there will be no profile here. As you can see, I have no profile option here. So let me republish it, and I think I should publish also those. I'm gonna check them all and go to publish. So members, for example, I want to change the name of members to fans, and in order to do that, I'm gonna click on members to edit it, and here you can change the name to whatever you want, like fans for example, and you can change some options available. You can make it in another like in the main menu, not the jomsocial toolbar. You can publish or unpublish it. You can make default page. You can choose the link type, page display. You can change a lot of settings here, and once you're happy, you make save and close. And now my members here will change to fans. So I've added the profile, so I will have profile and fans, as you can see, and not members. Let's say that I want to add another menu, and as you can see here, I can add new, and just like we did with the WordPress test, you can add whatever you want. You have to select the type, so you choose the whatever you want, and then you make the changes, you save. I'm not gonna create anything here, and I'm gonna cancel. So that's all for this video. It was a brief video to show you that you can modify even the jomsocial toolbar here with whatever you want. So thanks for watching it, and see you in the next one. Hello everybody, and welcome to this new video. So in today's video, I want to talk about a component that is called Cpanel. This component will allow you to in fact create a forum inside of your website. It's like the buddypress under WordPress that allow you to create forums. So under Joomla you have this Cpanel, which is free and it's great for forums. And as you can see here, I am in this website www.cpanel.org. So to download this Cpanel component, you have to click on download now and choose the version that you want. Of course, you want the latest version, and you click on this link here. And once you download your version, you will want to install this component. And as always, whenever you want to install any template, extension, component, anything, you go to extension, manage, install. So as always, you drag and drop. So this is the Cpanel package. I'm gonna drag and drop here, and it's gonna take some time to upload and install, so I'm gonna pause the video for you. So as you can see, the Cpanel has been successfully installed, and that's it. You can check installation details, you can go to Cpanel and you can close. I'm gonna close. And in component now we have the Cpanel forum. If I refresh my website, there's nothing here. So let's go to menus, manage menus. We have also this Cpanel menu, if you can see it. So I'm gonna go to manage menus, And under main menu, I'm gonna go to main menu. I have this forum here that was created by the Kanina, and I will publish it. Of course, I can give it any name that I want. Now I refresh my page, and I have this forum here. And as you can see, you have recent topics, you have this subject that is created by default, welcome to Kanina. You can see your members, statistics, etc. And you can go to the index. Here we are at recent topics, but at the index we can see all the main forums that we have. So the welcome, the suggestion box, and you can go to Kanina under components and Kanina forum. And here you will add some categories. You can add anything that you want. You will make some configurations. Choose the template, for example. So as you can see, we have only two categories, the welcome mat and the suggestion box, that are under the main forum. So you can create new categories, and you can check the configuration and plugins to even extend the functionality of Kanina. So this is a great forum for your website if you want to have one. I definitely suggest Kanina, plus it's free, so what do you want more? Thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Hello everybody, and welcome to this video. So I think this is gonna be the last video, because I think we made it. I think we made a beautiful website, and it was very easy. It was very clear, no coding, no hassles. Everything was straightforward. I think I didn't explain everything in details, and even if I could do this, but I didn't want to, because I've told you, I've learned you to fish. I didn't give you a fish, okay? And that's even better. So you can check and spend a lot more time with your computer, with your website. You don't want to see me doing things and you do the same thing, and if I don't do this thing, then you don't know how to do it. No, you have to rely on yourself. You have to do things by yourself. You have to test. Never deploy directly a website, and never market this website at the beginning. You just have to make tests, and you will fail, and then you will try again and you will fail. That's the way I've learned. I've installed Joomla the first time I've started using Joomla and WordPress. I've installed them so many times, because I installed it the first time, I try doing things, and I do things, and I finish up broken my website, and it's no longer usable. So I made a new fresh install, and I go all the way from the start. So that's it. This is how you learn. This is how you should learn, at least. So I'm still here to answer your questions. Whenever you want me to ask anything, don't hesitate, ask, and I will answer any question that you will post. So just before closing and finishing this video, I want to talk about the https extensions.joomla.org. So this is, as it's self-explanatory, you will have all extensions available for Joomla under, at least all, or almost all extensions are available here. As you can see, you have social display, social share, social media, photos, styles. So you can even search for whatever you want. Like if you search for jomsocial, then you will have a lot of extensions available for jomsocial, and you can buy them. You can do whatever you want. You have the VIN, you will go over these extensions here available for you. Some are free, some are paid, and this is a great place to look for additional features for your website. So this is it. Thanks for watching my course, and see you in other courses. At least I hope so. anything, I am here to answer your questions. So thank you for watching me, and see you in other courses. Thank you.